So my name is Alexander Mashburn, and today we are going to be doing brakes on this lovely 2010 Buick Lacrosse CXS. The reason why we're doing rear brakes on this vehicle right now is because the lady that owns the vehicle, when she goes to hit the brakes, the steering wheel shakes. I've already looked at the front wheels. The brakes are good. We've already done it on those on the front. The front tires have been balanced and everything, but it's the rear brakes, and I'm going to tell you why it's the rear brakes. I'm going to show you why, or show you how to know if your back brakes are either bad, the rotors, or whatnot. All right, so if you look in here, so if you get down here and you look in that rotor, right? So that rotor looks fine. It's not pitted. It's not scratched up. It looks fine. But I'm going to show you a way to see if this rotor is either warped or it's no good. So one of the first things that we're going to do is we're going to jack up the vehicle. When you jack up your vehicle, you have 4 jack spots. You should on the front and the rear. Some vehicles have arrows pointing to the jack spot. Some don't. But this right here on the inside of your, it's called your pinch weld. That's where you're going to jack it up at. You see that? So if you come down here, that right there, this is going to be your pinch weld. That's where you're going to jack it up at right here. Some jacks come with the adapter that goes on this one. This one does not, so just be careful when you do jack it up. When we jacking up the vehicle, just wait till the vehicle is completely jacked up, and then that's why people like me. All right, so if you look at my little driveway, I actually live in the city of St. Louis, so it's really hard to find areas to jack up your vehicle where you're safe at, whatnot. But if you look at my driveway, you can notice that I'm on an incline. A lot of you aren't going to know, and that's okay, whether your vehicle is front wheel or rear wheel drive. Before we jack up the vehicle at any time, you definitely want to chalk those front blocks, even if it is front wheel drive or wheel drive. What happens is when you jack up the front of the vehicle could roll forward. So what we did was down here, you can see I have a brick right here. So yeah, anytime before you jack up your vehicle, to be safe, you want to make sure that you chalk off the wheels to ensure that it doesn't roll forward. Now, if this was at a decline and it was the back way, then I would chalk the front wheels on the back side so that way it doesn't roll backwards. But seeing as though I'm working on the rear side, I'm not chalking up the rear wheels, just the front wheels. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to find that pinch weld that I showed you earlier, and we're going to jack up the vehicle. We don't got to jack it up very high, just a little bit to get off the ground. So a quick way to diagnose this, lady said that she could hear a metallic movement sound coming from the rear wheel. I looked at the shock, the struts, everything, noticed everything was okay. In the rear, you don't have, since this is front wheel drive, it doesn't have independent suspension in the back. So there's no tie rods, none of that stuff back here. But as I was looking at it, if I take this wheel and I come closer, so as I have the wheel, right, and I'm spinning it, you hear that? So it rotates smoothly, and then it gets caught. It gets caught because that rotor is actually warped. I just changed these brake pads yesterday to verify that this rotor was indeed warped, and it is. So this is what's ultimately causing her shaking when she's braking. Since the rotor is warped, it's not in a straight line. It's like at a curve. So every time those flat brakes try to hit on a curve, it goes pop, 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 pop. So that's what we're going to be doing today, changing the rotors on this Buick Lacrosse.